back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melissa and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a what's in my bag Disneyland Park Edition. So let's get started. So if you've never seen one of these videos, basically I'm gonna go through everything that I bring to the parks with me on a daily basis. And I will show you and go through it to show you guys where I keep everything, how I do it. And this is going to be all in my Loungefly bag. This is the last bag that I took to Disneyland. So everything that I had is still packed. Still the exact same as when I took it. And I wanted to show you guys what I take specifically to Disneyland. I could do a whole other video on Disney World, although it's not that different. But yes, this is for my Disneyland. So let's get looking. All right, so let's look in the bag. Actually, before we look in the bag, I want to show you guys something. I do keep a hook at all times on my bags. I usually clip them here unless they have like somewhere else I can clip them, but I just have a carabiner and I keep some hand sanitizer for easy access because when you get off the rides, you really want to sanitize your hands because you've been touching a lot of things, and a ear holder, which I will show you with these ears how this works, and I use that whenever I go on rides. So basically, let me scoot closer so you guys can see it better. So basically what you do is you just place the ear through, and then I have in here little clips. You clip it together. There we go. And it just hangs on your bag like that. And I only do this if the ears are really hurting me or if I'm going on a ride. Usually it's just when I'm going on a ride. Sometimes I forget and I just end up holding them, which is totally fine too, but I like having them. I like having this there so that way I'm not constantly pulling my ears in and out. And if you're going on a roller coaster, like some of the like kiddie rides that they make you take your ears off of, you can just hold them. But if you're going on like a roller coaster, like Incredicoaster or something, you really need something a little more secure in my opinion. And I actually made this. So those are the two things on the outside of my pockets. And then this bag does have side pockets. I do prefer side pockets. And normally with the side pockets, I have my phone in one side and my portable charger in the other. And usually I will keep my portable charger and plug in my phone to my portable charger and just tuck them in the same pocket whenever I need that. But I do put my phone in here. Usually it's in my hand when I'm walking around, but if I'm like in a queue or like on a ride, I'll stick it in the pocket. And don't believe there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing in the front pocket. I don't really use my front pockets all that often. Occasionally I'll throw like a chapstick in there, but usually I don't. So we're gonna move on to the main pocket. Sorry if I'm going a little fast, I apologize. I'll try and slow down. So in the main pocket, this is what it looks like. Peeping out, we have my water bottle. This is a Hydro Flask. I don't know if it says how many ounces it is. 18-ounce water bottle. It's about the size of my face. This fits perfectly in a mini backpack. This is the water bottle that I always take without a doubt. I have also clipped it on a fanny pack and worn it that way. That's not my favorite way because it's bulky. You could also clip it on your backpack using the carabiner. Very important, unless I do recommend you bring a water bottle. I don't like paying the high water bottle prices and you need hydration, especially during the summer. But I do recommend the hack of going to quick service restaurants, that's the word I'm looking for, and getting water and filling up your water bottle with ice. Highly recommend that hack. Although I will say the Southern California water is gross. I said it. Northern California water is so much better, but Southern California is kind of gross. But yes, so stay hydrated. First item. My next item is my next big item, and it is of course a hat. Sometimes I do rock a hat when I go in the parks. I don't like how I look in hats, but I will put it on for the purposes of this video. I bought this last time I went to Disneyland. It's just not a dad cap. What is it called? A baseball cap? Yeah, this is what it looks like. Sometimes I'll even do the ears on top of hat if I'm feeling like it. I didn't really wear this hat all too much this trip. I just used a lot of sunscreen. I actually didn't sunburn my face at all, which is a first for me. I normally always sunburn my face. I sunburned my shoulders though So sunscreen, also very important. I don't have any sunscreen in my bag. My mom carried it this trip, but sunscreen also. Remember sunscreen. But yes, a hat is a must for me. I normally don't like putting sunscreen on my face. I do now have a sunscreen that doesn't make me break out and doesn't like, I have really sensitive skin and I also really oily skin. So I also have really sensitive eyes, and when I wear literally anything on my face, it can be sunscreen, it can be like makeup, it can be anything, I start tearing up. So yeah, it happens no matter what. It doesn't matter what brand of sunscreen it is. It doesn't matter what it is on my face. It just irritates my eyes. So I do tend to go for hats versus like other things when I'm out and about. But in Disney, of course, I want to wear my ears. So I still bring it just in case I have to like wipe off my sunscreen because of the tear-iness. So yes, hat, very important. Next up, to go with that, is my sunglasses. Again, I'll put them on for fun. Why not? Cute. I know. So yeah, these are my sunglasses. I actually just bought them off Amazon. I will link them down below if you are interested. They look like very nice, and they were $17. So the bargain hunter in me loves that. It came with a little like wipe thing too. I will say they get dirty very easily. I don't know if that's just my sunscreeny body and hands that make them dirty, but this is really important. I did also start putting this in the side pockets if I didn't have my portable charger out, because occasionally I'll just tuck the portable charger in there. I will also put them in the side pockets if I feel like it. I don't really use the front pocket, like I said. Not a front pocket person. Let me know if you need a front pocket. I personally don't. I need side pockets. That's what I need on my Loungefly. But yeah, so sunglasses, just like this hat, are an absolute must. All right, moving on. We have a hairbrush. This one is a wet brush. It's just a tiny brush, and I like to do this. I have really long hair right now. I don't always have long hair, but currently I have really long hair. I'm actually planning on cutting it really soon. And having a hairbrush is really important with long hair. And even when I have my hair up in like a ponytail, I still get tangles in my hair and I still need to brush it out. I don't just do it for photos. I do it because my hair will get caught in things. Yeah, I have so many experiences with long hair. I've had long hair. Between long and short hair, I usually cut off all my hair and then I grow it out my whole life, and it gets caught in literally everything. It's gotten caught in seatbelts, it's gotten caught in chairs, it gets caught in everything. So this is very important to me. Very important. Also, side note, you'll notice that none of my stuff is in like bags. I normally carry everything in bags, but because when you go through security at Disneyland specifically, they go through your bag and they make you unzip every single pocket that you have. I'm not about that life, so I just stuff everything in. I don't take a ton of stuff, as you will soon see, but side note, don't use like pouches or anything. Personal opinion, I would rather take the time at home and switch everything out without being in patches, because I know some people like pouches because when they switch out bags it's faster. Personally, I'd rather spend the time switching out my bag than having to unzip everything at security. That's just me though, so take that information as you will. The next item that we have is my fan. When we went, we actually had another style fan that was like a spray fan, which I also recommend. I recommend having just like a normal fan and a spray fan, unless you are like someone who can't carry a spray fan, because they are a lot larger. Like they would not fit in this. So I did have my mom carry that because she was wearing like a full-size backpack. She also carried my sunscreen. Remember the sunscreen. But yes, I really do recommend these fans. They have a little chute, I guess you would call it, at the top, event at the top, and so that way you can just wear it and have it blow on your face, or if you are like me and you want to like woo, that's what I did most of the time. I know my sister also had it like propped up on my shoulder shooting out at her at one point. But yes, it does have like a front air sucker and then a vent, so it works very well. It's actually pretty strong in comparison to the like squirty one we had. it was significantly stronger. So I do highly recommend this. Yeah, moving on. The next item is my portable charger. Now, I do have a fuel rod, which is my preferred one to take into the parks, even though it doesn't hold a very long charge at all. I usually actually take a fuel rod and then one of my other chargers just in case. I guess my thought is I paid for the fuel rod, so I'm going to use the fuel rod, if that makes sense. I think when I bought it, it was like $25 for a fuel rod, or maybe only $15. I don't remember. But this is the one that I have currently in the bag because I put my fuel rod away already. You need this. We did take midday breaks, so I did not use my portable charger as much as I usually do. I highly recommend this, especially if you're doing all day in the park and you're not going back for a break. We did that this time, or we took a break, and I can't do Disney without taking a break. I normally do it in Disney World, and we started doing it in Disneyland, and it's a game changer. You have so much more energy. Highly recommend doing that too. But yes, portable charger. I also just kept one just in case, even though I would go back to the hotel and charge my phone. When we went back, we usually went back around 1 or 2. I usually had about a 50% charge on my phone, so it probably could have lasted me the rest of the day if I had like a small portable charger, but I also kept one just in case, and I also charged it. So yeah. The next item, you're gonna laugh at this one. It's deodorant. Yeah, I highly recommend. I don't normally take my giant deodorant. I normally take a small deodorant, but it was expired, so we took a tiny one. I cannot tell you how many times I forget to put deodorant on in the morning. So I take one in my purse. I take one with me wherever I go, because like halfway through the day, I'll be like, oh my God, I forgot to put deodorant on, and I'll grab it out, whack on some deodorant. So of course I'm taking it to Disney too. Plus, I also like to put this on my thighs to prevent trub rub. I find that antiperspirant deodorant specifically, this is not antiperspirant, but if you have antiperspirant deodorant, it also helps reduce like moisture, which also helps reduce chafing. No, that's probably TMI, but highly recommend if you are like me and have issues with chafing. All right, my last 2 items kind of go hand in hand, I guess. They're like smaller ones who like live at the bottom of my backpack. It is a, oh my gosh, what is this called? A lip balm. And I don't actually really like the Vaseline one. I prefer the, what is it called? Aquaphor one. But this is the one that I put in, I think probably because I don't prefer it, and I was like, I'll just take it. They're about the same. It's just the applicator that's different, and I prefer the other one. The other item I always put is a hairband. Usually I'll have a hairband in my hair in some form, but I always take an emergency one because I snap hairbands all the time, and I'm not going to be caught in Disney without a hairband. So I always keep an emergency one on my, or in my backpack. Sometimes I even also clip it onto the carabiner. If it's like a last minute edition, I'll just clip it onto the carabiner, or if I take it off, I'll clip it onto the carabiner. But yeah, these are like, I guess they go hand in hand, sort of, I thought. I don't know. That is it. That is everything that I keep in my Loungefly. See, completely empty. I hope that was helpful if you're planning on going on a trip soon, or even if you're not and you're like, I need to curate my bag, or if you're watching this and you're a Disney World person and you're like, oh, I'm going to Disneyland, what's different? The main difference for me, I pretty much would take all this stuff to Disney World anyway, but I would also take a raincoat and an umbrella. And sometimes, well, I mean, I don't really think I would take an umbrella. I would probably take a poncho, and that would probably be what I would put in this front pocket here, because you're only gonna use it once. I would probably actually stash it into the other person's bag who has a larger bag. But this is pretty much what I take. You will notice that I did not take a wallet with me. Now, if you are a California resident and you have a California ticket, or if you're a Florida resident and you have a Florida resident ticket, you do need your ID with you to get that price. You also will need your room key if you're staying off property, or if you're staying on property and you don't have a magic band or whatever. I usually slide those 2 things in the back of my phone case, but I don't take a credit card or anything. I just use Apple Pay when I go to the parks. I'm not gonna say everywhere, because there might be some place that I don't know of that doesn't accept Apple Pay, but for the most part, everywhere in the Disney parks accepts Apple Pay, and I just don't really like carrying around my credit card. That's just me. And I can fit that into the back of my phone case, the two things that I need, which is a ID and then a like not a credit card, a key card. So yeah, that is everything that I keep in my bag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what I am missing. Please tell me what you take and that is a must-have for you that I did not include. Please let me know down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe so you can see more Disney magic from me. And with that all being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.